I'm sympathetic to the governor. The scene early on when he brings Penny out and he's trying to get her to just get a flash of some human recognition out of her, and he has to be devastated by the failure of Milton's experiment, and he starts singing very softly to Penny, and for a moment it looks like Penny comes under control and is being soothed by his singing, and all of a sudden you realize she's just fixated on this red meat that's on the table.
I get where you're going with the whole sympathetic. I just think it kind of feeds into the whole delusional aspect of it. I mean, because you have them so out of touch with their reality now that once you're bit, once you turn, that's it. Your humanity is over. You do not have memories of your past. You don't, they're walled off. They are, that wall has sealed them off from the reality of the new world. I mean, and you see that when he's talking at the end and he's using terrorists as like the boogeyman. The boogeyman are now zombies. They're up, they're walking around,
Don't you
running
feel
around.
a little bit sorry for the governor?
No.
Maybe we need to check for your flashes of humanity, John, because I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him when he gets stabbed in the eye.
So he's a character that they should have introduced season 2.
What's everyone like about him? What's the big deal?
Early on, there was talk from fans that, wow, if Rick dies, Tyrese could carry this show. He's just a good, solid, stand-up guy. And in a world where you have like Governor and Shanes and even Merles, Tyrese is a good guy.
Right. The impression I got just from our brief introduction to him is that he's retained some kind of moral center, and he's not going to be going after people. He's still going to try to help the survivors, which we've seen a lot of others give up on. When she gets to the prison, there was an opportunity there to explain that, hey, you might know this guy who took Glenn and Maggie because he seemed like he knew them, and she doesn't say anything, so there's no idea going in for the prison group that Merle's there.
Part of that is they're trying to keep the reveal, to keep Merle, even with the smoke and things like that, it's really the writers just trying to keep as much tension and as much drama from everyone actually seeing each other, till the very last moment. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about Glenn. How awesome is he? He's the MacGyver of the zombie apocalypse, man. I thought he was going to root through that dude's pockets and find something. I did not expect him to basically use the zombie as a weapon.
I thought he was losing it a bit there. I mean, I thought maybe he was going off the deep end a little bit. I couldn't figure out what the heck he was doing, breaking this apart. And then even when he hands over the bone shard to Maggie, I'm like, what the heck is he doing? And
you got to give it up to Maggie. She was like, okay.
That's when it all made sense, when she plunged that bone shard through that guy's neck. That's when it all made sense to me.
Last week you said there's no way that Carl could defend this prison. Not only did he defend the prison, he saved Tyrese's group, locked them away so now both groups are safe.
Well, I mean, he defended against
He went down there with his gun. He went down there and saved them.
I was thinking, like, if human adversaries came, he'd have a hard time. If the governor's henchmen came, he couldn't handle that. But I guess you're right. Robin got the job done, and and he's always at his best with that silenced pistol.
Yes.
I wasn't counting on the silenced pistol. That's why I was. You were right, John. That's what you got out of a whole half season of The Walking Dead, is that I acknowledged you were right.